Nothing goes together like the Pacers and Indiana as we get ready for an interconference contest here in Indianapolis. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They've probably been looking forward to this part of the schedule for a long time. A lot of upcoming home games are slated for them here.
And well, for the Warriors, they've looked decidedly average here in the early stages of the season. And that's...
Mahinmi's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And it's Rose in for Hill. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Thompson is out there with Barbosa. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his back. And as you can see, he now goes with 13 after making the switch prior to last year.
Barbosa kicks to Thompson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And Rose throws it down.
Sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Warriors also with a sub. Livingston's checked in, and he gets the bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Rose. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Kicks it to Mahinmi. Hill has the open look, and Indiana another 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Barbosa against Stuckey. With the teardrop, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
For 3, Barbosa. And it's Barbosa again missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Rose against Barbosa. Hill dishes to Hill. Back to Rose. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Pacers ending the first quarter on a 15-5 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the pin now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Rose in for George Hill. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green and Spates are in the post, and it's Livingston in at the 1.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. And Golden State also making a change. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson.
2 minutes.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Harrison Barnes.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Outside Rose.
Move the ball.
They need this. It's tipped. Here is Livingston. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And the Warriors lead by 13. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Warriors leading by 11. Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Barbosa for 3. Pacers with the rebound. Hill's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rose goes in. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Allen. Back to Rose. Down low. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Livingston kicks to Barnes. At the top of the key, Livingston for 3. Barbosa hits through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Outside Rose. Puts up the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here.
2 shots.
Free throw is good from Hill. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors lead by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Klay Thompson. Some changes for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Hill. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. Rose in for Hill. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. That's the Pacers 5. Clock at 6. Barbosa with it. He's picked up by Hill. Off target from three-point range.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston passes to Iguodala. 5 on the clock. Green inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And it's Rose penetrating. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Hits the front of the rim and out. Here is Livingston. Here's Spates. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And offensive.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play. Some changes for Indiana. Paul George, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Rose in for George Hill. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Barnes, setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with Barbosa. And there's Iguodala. And it's Bogut. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Rose attacking Hill. Misses in close.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. They get Andre Iguodala.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Stick it to us.
Curry against Rose. It's in!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Green, the screen. To the paint. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
One after the other. Andre Iguodala getting it done.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making it.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep.